Welcome back, folks. In our last lesson, we had started we had gotten our data and pulled it in from a data resource, and then we had built a simple query. In the last lesson, we had built the query using a named range called data, and then we had typed out this select statement inside of quotes. To make this easier to see, what we're going to do is just reference cell A1 with our query select statement, and then we can see what happens. So this select statement says select everything. What I'd like to do instead is just show you how we could just select a set of these. We are selecting all the data of A through K, so I can type A, B, C. And if I hit enter, notice my select statement now is pulling from A1 and I'm selecting A, B, C. If I wanted to select in a different order, I could select C, B, A. And then I would be pulling in this data in a reverse order. So one of the nice things about the query is I'm going to undo that and leave it as ABC. So what we want to do is show how we can use the select statement to just select a partial amount of the data. In this case, we're using just a few of the columns of data that we want to look at. The next thing that we do is use the where statement. So I'm going to type where, and in this case, where C is greater than 2. And if I hit enter, now you'll see that we have a number of fewer countries that have come in. Just to see how that works for us, let's go ahead and in column E1, I'm just going to do a count. This is going to equal count A, and we're going to do a count A of, let's see, A3A. So we'll get a list of, so we're gonna, we've got 49 of these countries. Now, if I were to switch this back and go where C is greater than 1, now I have 107. If I wanted this to be where C is greater than 0, now I have 176. If I wanted to know which countries it was less than 0, I have 24 countries. So I can use this query to pull back a subset using the select statement with where. Normally, when I write a query, I don't write the query statement in a separate cell like this. I'm doing this because it makes it easier for us to see. So in this case, I would maybe take this this query, copy this, and just to show you how I would normally write the query, go ahead and paste that over there. Then normally what I would do is take this, which is my query statement. I'm going to copy that. And then what I would normally do, instead of typing A1, is I have to start with the double quotes, paste in my query, finish with the double quotes, and hit enter. And now this would be the way I'd normally write the query. Then notice if I make a change here, if I just select ABC, then this one obviously doesn't change because it's not referencing cell A1. And this is giving me my full report of 201 countries. So again, let's switch this. Let's do where C is less than 0. Let's make sure we get a less than 0. And by the way, just to show you, so if I made a mistake like I just had done, and did that incorrectly, notice my query fails and I get an error in the query because I have not typed the query correctly. So we're going to say less than, and then our query works. So in summary, we've just explored a little bit of the select statement and how you can change the select statement using a where clause. You can choose only some of the columns. You could change the order of the columns, and we can just sort of find the data that we're interested in using a query instead of looking through the entire data set.